me, EbbyMonique. It's not a figment of your imagination. I'm back. All right, let's get started. I have a haul video. I have quite a few items, so this may be a long video. I don't normally haul this many items at one time, but it was my birthday. I was celebrating my birthday and celebrating a new beginning in a new state. All right, let's get started. I'm just gonna grab. Okay, we have Givenchy L Interdit. I am not going to go over the notes in this video. I will be talking about these fragrances at a later date in other videos, but this is a fragrance. It is, I would say this is a very mature, not mature like 40, 50, 60. Not saying that that's, you know, anything wrong with that, but it is a nice mature scent. It definitely is something that you would put on if you're going to an event, but it's kind of also a little bit sensual, a little bit sexy. So I wouldn't necessarily wear this to like a brunch with, you know, important people or a fancy or a meeting at work, but maybe like a fancy dinner or a dinner coffee date, or maybe a lunch date, something like that. I will say when I first got this, I sprayed it on and I don't like the opening notes. I don't like the opening scent. I'm not quite sure what it is in there. I'm trying to figure it out. I didn't take it off. Sometimes I will immediately wipe stuff off. I did leave it on. It did settle down to a very, very, very beautiful scent. And it's very long lasting. I mean, when I mean like during the night, woke up the next morning, I could still smell this on my skin. It was still there. So this is Givenchy L Interdit. Okay, it's an EDP. Next we have Giorgio Armani My Way. This was kind of a YouTube made me buy it, because when I was doing research on this one, there was a lot of people that were comparing this one to it. And I am going to do a video on that later, but I did not find My Way by Giorgio Armani and the L Interdit by Givenchy to be similar. This one was totally a surprise to me. When you spray it on, it is like a very effervescent scent. It's kind of like, I don't know, champagne-ish, bubbly. It's really nice. It's definitely a late summer, fall scent. I don't think I could get away with this on really, really cold days, but it's very nice. It doesn't last that long, but it is very nice if you're just going out the house, running errands, doing things, going here and there. You're not really expecting it to last, you know, 5 or 6 hours, maybe 5 hours. I would say 5 hours. After that, I didn't really smell it, but I so enjoy the opening and what it gives me when it's there that I love it, and I am okay with it not lasting all day, which is fine. I mean, you do need perfumes in your collection that you can kind of wear and you're not around all day. There are times and places for every perfume. Next we have a classic. We have Coco Chanel, Coco Noir Chanel. Sorry, Chanel Coco Noir. I do apologize, as again, you guys know this is my first video in a couple of months, so trying to get back into the swing of things. But this is just your typical grown-up, nighttime, sexy, very confident woman scent. I love it. I like it. Not quite sure why it took me so long to get it, but Coco Mademoiselle, Coco Noir Chanel. Chanel Coco Noir. I am totally messing up the name. It's Chanel Coco Noir. There we go. Got it. We also have Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I had a sample. I've had samples of this. This is a fragrance that's very easy to get samples of. So I've had samples of this many times. I had a decant of this from someone. I finally invested in my own bottle. It's just a very nice scent. This is something you would wear. It's very popular. I'm sure most of you probably have smelled this already, have owned it in your collection, or have it currently in your collection. This is just something that I enjoy, and I plan to wear this on, you know, important dates, important events, maybe meetings at work, where I want to be noticed, but I don't want to knock anyone dead. I'm not trying to like prove a point, but I do want to show, I do want my presence to be known, but I'm not out to prove a point or anything that day, just that I'm here. Again, classic. Everyone pretty much has smelled this or knows someone that has this. That is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle, and it is the EDP. Before I purchased this, I did smell the Chanel Mademoiselle the new one that come out that's like a night scent, and I did smell the intense. I just went with the classic, the original. That is all with my Chanels. Okay, next we have Narciso Poudree. I really like this. I have that's it. It's also an EDP. I have the Narciso Rodriguez for her EDT. In a travel bottle of sprayer. I really like that. Really like that. I really enjoy that. But I was hearing so much about this one, and this is really the only powder fragrance I have in my collection. I enjoy the powdery note. I'm not sure it's something that I love and that I'm going to look into or invest in more fragrances that have a main powdery note. But I do like this. I do enjoy this. I can see myself really wearing this on like a rainy day. It's just nice and soft, and it's to me, it's a very good skin scent. Like, I could be going about my day and move my arm and kind of get a whiff of it. I did test this out. I haven't given it, a full day out of the house. This was I have a lot of fragrance that I purchased in this month, or the month of September. This video will be going up a little bit later, but so I can't give it a 100% of how it lasts. Again, this is just my haul, so this is one that I picked up, but stay tuned. I will be I will be testing this out more, and I will talk to you guys about it more in the future. Running out of room. Sorry about the noise. Okay, Guerlain Aqua Allegorio Grande Salvia. This one, I don't know why I got this. Beautiful bottle. This is a spring summer scent, so I won't be really wearing it. I did test it out when I got it. I sprayed it on after at nighttime after shower to just kind of see how it does. It's a beautiful scent. I was very interested in it because it has a is it basil, bay leaf? Again, I'll talk about this more in detail, but in a later video. But I was very interested in this because what I've come to find out with myself with fruity notes is I like fruit notes, but I don't like fruit and sweet mixed together. When I have fruit and sweet, like a fruity sweet berry notes mixed together, they tend to give me a headache. They tend to become very clawing on me, and I realized that I wasn't enjoying them. For example, I'm sorry, this might really shock some people, the YSL Mon Paris, that berry sweetness, berries mixed with sweetness is just too much for me. Same with, and I did give that one away. I gave it away to a family member. Then the same with the Burberry Her. That one is berries and kind of sweet. Now it's not as heavy to me as the Mon Paris, so I did not give it away, but I might find myself spraying it on a little bit, and I'm spraying it on, in places where it's not close to my skin or like on my nose, so I don't smell it too heavy. And it kind of has become a scent that I spray on after shower when I know I'm just lounging around the house, and I don't spray too much, so it's not like it's lasting very long. It just becomes a light scent. I do enjoy it, but it's not something that I love, so that's why I did keep it. In that vein, this is a tangent, this is not the haul, but in that vein, I also found that with the Mon Guerlain, I don't know what it is, but that one kind of does the same thing. So I'm this has been a journey. I'm figuring out what I like, what works well with my body, what notes don't. And that one was kind of in the same vein where it was just immediately spraying it gave me a headache. It didn't go away. That whatever note is in there stayed throughout the whole time. So I wind up not purchasing that. And I have 3 spray testers that I used 1.5. I tried 1.5 to get through the Mon Guerlain, and then I was just like, you know what? This falls in line with the Burberry Her and the Mon Paris. Anyway, back to the haul. Next we have Versace Crystal Noir. So we're getting back to, so this is again is a summer scent. I would say this is the only fragrance. This is the EDP. I did find the EDP. I could not really find a big difference when I was doing my research of the EDP and the EDT. So I just went with the EDP because I know EDPs usually last longer. I do know that the EDP, this version, was harder to find in your typical Sephora, Nordstrom's, the name brand stores that we all, you know, check for fragrances. I did find the EDP on Fragrance Net and Overstock. So I don't know if they're not really doing the EDP anymore. And again, I didn't see anything when I was doing my research to really tell me why the EDP is different from the EDT. So I went with the EDP, and I love it. I like it. Again, it's not something that I'll be able to get a lot of use of right now. So we'll save this for like the spring, summertime of next year, but happy to add it to my collection. Running out of room on my table. Next we have, I added a Tom Ford Noir du Noir. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know Tom Ford is absolutely, I can't get it out of here. Oh, there we go. Tom Ford is absolutely my favorite fragrance house. I love, it smells so good. I love Tom Ford's. I've only found one that I did not like, and I had to return it. And that's also one of my videos. I'll try to, if I remember, I'll link it so that you guys can see it. But it was the Tom Ford, I can't think of what it was right now. But anyway, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is like a rose, a chocolate, kind of incensey, woody scent, nighttime special event, black tie affair fragrance. But I also just moved to the Midwest where we have really, really cold winters. So this is also something that I can get away with, that I assume that I'll be able to get away with in a very cold day under sweaters and coats, you know. It'll still be able, people will still be able to smell it, but it won't be so overwhelming because of all the layers that I'll have on and the cold weather. So I'm so excited to have this one. This one was one of my all-time favorites to pick up, and so glad that I was able to add it to my collection. We all know Tom Fords are expensive, so adding Tom Fords to my collection is something that's a slow process. Next we have something that I have had in the past, many times. I had it in the past. I know that it's been reformulated and changed, and I'm not that cool, not that hip, I'm not that into the fragrance community. This is just something that I have a passion for. I don't know what year. I believe the ones that I had in the past were reformulated. I never went around back to smell them. I just kind of heard that it was reformulated, so I never went and got it again. But I received a sample, and I tested it out in one of my videos. You can also check that out. It's the videos where I pick 3 fragrances and kind of blindly, and I spray them on, and then by the end of the video I decide out of the 3 which one is a keep, a giveaway, and an absolutely like put in the trash. That sounds harsh, but it's just a fun video. I got the idea from I believe it's Mandy Glam. She does something very similar, and I enjoy watching her videos, and I noticed that I have a whole bunch of samples, so it's something it's a way for me to easily go through my samples to realize like if I want to keep, you know, investigating or working, like playing with them, or I'm like absolutely like, oh no, just clear this out, get this out of the way. So anyway, that was Miss Dior EDP was in one of the samples. I sprayed it on, and it brought back all the memories that I had when I used to have this fragrance, and I am kind of upset with myself for just listening to, you know, other people and what they had to say about the new formula and all that stuff. That's why you just have to test things for yourself and test it on your skin. I absolutely love it. Is it exact replica of Miss Sherry? I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't had that one since like 2013, so I can't remember exactly everything that it smelled like. Do I like this one? Yes. And does it remind me of that one? Yes. So I'm very happy to add this to my collection.